about to go running off into Oklahoma to show you how much I love Oklahoma before I move to Texas in 1 week. Close door, close door, close door, close door, close door. You have to dance!
Dance,
you have to
dance! Okay, open it so I can trick it and dancing. Any other words?
That was awesome.
Well, what was the question? How much we like Tyler?
No.
Because I can do that.
What do you want Tyler to know more than anything else? And look right here.
God, man.
Hey Tyler, this is New Zealand. Welcome.
I mean, I liked hanging out with him, and we hung out with him at James and Mary's a lot.
I'm trying to think. How long did the others go? Because I want to outdo them.
But the first time when I knew that Tyler was a really awesome dude was, at his birthday party, where he had us go on a photo scavenger hunt. And we came back to his apartment and went through all of the photos, and that's when he finally struck me as, well, not finally. Maybe we can edit that out. This is not going to be edited out, my saying to edit it out.
We were doing a commercial for a nonprofit group here in Oklahoma City.
I was 10 minutes late last night, and immediately I get the, "Oh, you're late."
And mine's all like, "Oh, why do I have to do all the cooking?"
And mine's like, "Oh, you always drive."
And mine's always like, "Oh, you have all the covers on the bed."
And mine's like, "You forgot my birthday."
That's not cool.
And I remember it was an all-day shoot. They fed us. They kept us from about, 8 o'clock to 5 or 6, and we're just shooting these things over and over again. And at some point, we keep coming up with ideas while they're shooting and filming other people. Tyler would come in and say, "The time for brainstorming is over. I am all y'all's father." It makes sense in context. It doesn't make a lot of sense now. But for whatever reason, the time for brainstorming over just became sort of a catchphrase.
But one of my favorite memories, and there are a lot, we were sitting by the pool at Tyler's old apartment complex on 12th, and I guess school had just let out because there was this naked philosophy major from Yale who was hanging out by the pool and I guess wanted beer. And we were sitting there with a box of beer cans, and it was me and Tyler and someone else from the troupe. And I just remember Tyler talking with this naked Ivy League hippie man, and I didn't know where to look, and I was getting like progressively more and more uncomfortable and just like freaking out as I do. And so finally Tyler took a can of beer and chunked it in the pool, and the hippie followed the beer can into the pool and left us alone.
I remember you telling me about the worst PowerPoint presentation you've ever seen, the worst in the world. It was at Jay and Amy's, and there was a fire going, and you had just taught a class with a guy who didn't understand binary. And I remember your beautiful rant about it.
You can have a conversation with him about just about anything, and you don't have to worry about, am I going to be, thought less of for talking about something silly, or am I going to be judged for being too serious, or it just seems like he's pretty open to a wide variety of topics, I guess. I remember, like, back when Tyler was in his first apartment when we first moved here, I remember going over and helping him decorate the walls and just hanging out and that kind of stuff. I was over one time, this is when I was just working part-time, and so I went over there one afternoon. It was just me and him putting pictures up on the walls and decorating, and watching, I think it was Divorce Court on TV. And we got into just really random conversations, you know, anything from, you know, games and shoe polishing cars to, I remember discussing string theory one time. Just a very wide assortment of topics. And it's nice that you can talk to him about just about whatever, and he goes with it.
He always listened to me. Like, he was a really good listener. Like, he'd listen and you felt like he was actually paying attention, and
he was a good actor.
And actually cared. Yeah.
When I came back, he was the first person to call when I posted on Facebook, "Hey, I'm back, I'm coming down to Norman. Anybody want to get lunch? Or I'd love to see you, who has time?" And he called like 5 minutes later. He's like, "Absolutely. Whenever you get down here, we'll hang out." And so we did. We went to lunch, and later that night he called me and we went on an Insomniac Walmart run.
I remember lots of midnight meetings at you and Julie's.
He always seemed to show up at odd times of the night after work. Maybe because we're the only people that were usually up then, but you know, we had a lot of good nights just kind of chilling on the back porch, and you know, I always like that.
You would call or text at 2 or 3 a.m.
Yeah.
Are you home? Yes. Backyard? Yes. Can you let me in? I'm at your front door. Yes, we'll be right out.
He always wants people to be happy, and he wants people to make other people happy. And when we were planning our wedding, Tyler was like, you know, I did this one where we didn't plan any speeches. We just had the audience tell stories on their own. And that's what we did. And we had everyone in the audience just take turns telling stories or giving advice or giving well wishes. And it was the wedding with the most laughs that I've ever been at. Tyler made me feel like I should just stop worrying and be happy. Like I didn't need to worry about how many people showed up or how many nuts there were in the nut bowl or what song we ended up dancing to. It was just supposed to be a happy day.
I think one of my best memories, I can't remember exactly what the party was for. Probably, it could have been my birthday actually, I'm not 100% sure. Just drinking.
Parties here really don't need an occasion to be fun.
We were doing a party at my place, and we texted Tyler, okay, you should come over. He had to work, and he had been busy, crazy, and really, really tired. And he stopped by, and you could tell that he was exhausted. He really just wanted to go to bed. But he knew it was important for us if he made an appearance, and obviously we would have been fine. We understood if he couldn't make it. But he really went out of his way. You could tell that he was just so exhausted, but he had to come.
It's definitely going to be different without Tyler there. I think that he's a presence. He's the kind of person that can help to make a party. He's boisterous, he's fun.
He's a floor sitter.
He's a floor sitter.
He's one of the most loyal people that I have ever met. And he genuinely cares about people. And he's very good at seeing the possibilities in anything.
I think he's making himself a priority.
I think for many years he has kind of put other people in various situations ahead of himself, and right now he is embracing.
Because he's always known what he's wanted,
yeah.
And now he's just moving forward with it, which is
And
pretty
that's
awesome for him.
Mm-hmm.
Sucks for us, awesome for him.
Yeah.
So,
I've got my something. Tyler, I'm really going to miss you. I really appreciate what you brought to us as a group and to us as individuals. I particularly appreciate the fact that from the get-go you took me seriously in whatever I wanted to do. I think our group of friends, a lot of them had sort of already had predetermined ideas about all of us, and I don't know if I would be performing improv today if there hadn't been somebody there, you, to kind of consider that it was actually possible and to take me seriously.
Well, Tyler, we love you. We're gonna miss you, and we wish you the best of luck.
All right. All that, and thanks for being awesome.
Come back. Don't move.
I'm glad to get up on stage with you. I think it's always funny. I really think that you push us to be funnier and try new things, and you've introduced us to so much to do on stage. You've really made improv fun. Not that improv wasn't fun before, but it's just something to know that you don't know what's going to happen, but you've always got our backs on stage. It's going to be amazing. I know we've got another show with you this weekend. I'm looking forward to that. I'm looking forward to any time we can get together and do more improv together. But yeah, it's been a lot of fun, and I know it's not over. We'll just take more hiatuses, which I think we've gotten really good at as a troupe. So we're just name the time and stage, and I'll be there.
I have one more thing to add. I'm really excited that now I get to be one of your friends from back in Oklahoma, because we hear so many stories about your friends from back in other places. So I'm hoping you're going to tell just as much stories about us when you get down there to Austin.
You're still family.
Always family.
You demand.
Oh, hi Tyler. Switching over to looking directly into the camera now, so this is a moment between you and I.
It's a moment between you and him.
You can be here too.
Oh, it's that kind of party. Okay.
Tyler, I want you to know that your friendship I have never questioned. I am an extremely cynical person, and I am convinced that nobody likes me as well as I like them. Very few exceptions to this. You are one of those exceptions. You have your loyalty is unfathomable. You've always been there for us, and I hope that we have been there for you too. And we're really gonna, I don't know why I'm saying we, I can't speak for him. I'm going to really miss you when you go down to Austin. I expect that I will be making many more road trips down to Texas, because you have a unique personality that I don't see here too often, and
Here's a kitty.
and yes, here is a cat.
Bye.
There was a cat.
Anyway.
You're a unique person that I appreciate very, very much for whom you are. And like I said, you have just provided such boundless friendship, and you've provided us with so many awesome moments together in friendship that I can't even count them or try to list them. So thank you for that.
There's so many cliches I could say right now, and I don't want to, and I want to, and it's just weird. I've watched you come a long way in these last few years. I've watched you go through some real traumatic stuff. I've also watched you prima donna, I think, some stuff. And I got your back, and I'll still have your back. You can, when you get to Austin, if you need me, I'll be there as quick as I can. You've been a friend for me, and I appreciate it. You had my back whenever I needed you. I'm gonna miss you. And smile. It's only life.
You've made big, huge ripples in the time that you've had here, and you've really helped a lot of us know which direction we want to go, specifically in improv, but emotionally in our lives. And I think Oklahoma will be a lot better because of you, and we wish you would stay, but we also know that Austin calls your name in eerie, ghostly ways that makes it impossible for you to ignore. But thank you for helping us here in Oklahoma, because we're so lonely and isolated, and it's so hot. So thank you.
Tyler, I am really going to miss you, but I know that you are going to go do all of the fantastic things that you can do. And you're going to do them in a place where there's an opportunity and platform for that. And you're going to be with old friends, which is great. But I'm going to miss you a lot. You're one of those people where in a few years, I'm going to be dropping your name. And it's going to be like, oh yeah, you know, Tyler Bryce, he does that thing, he has that show, he wrote that movie, yeah, no, I knew him, yeah, he was my roommate, yeah, it's no big deal, but here's a picture of me and him. It's not in the yearbook, but, you know. And you're going to be that guy. And I'm really happy for you, but I'll miss you.
Well, no, I think the best thing about Tyler is that through his attitude and his being, you never really understand how much he's been through. But he has been, and it's allowed him to have a lot deeper understanding of humans and their situations, and he doesn't judge, and he's compassionate and caring, and it's just something very rare in a human being, and it's going to be sorely missed in this town.
And he cries a lot.
He does cry a lot.
This is an old thing, and I've done it before, so everybody's going to groan, but I think it's even more appropriate for you than it is for everybody else. Yeah. Here's to you, you crazy dreamer, here's to you. May the wind be ever steady in your sails, and the crazy dreams you build always prevail. May your friends be ever steady as the tide, and your eyes and your horizons ever wide. And to all those dear old vessels may they sail, long may they sail. Take care of yourself, Tyler, and I'll be seeing you.